Wishing you a good day, I welcome you to this presentation, Templates, which is considered to be one of the powerful feature in C++ programming. Let us move into our topic. So templates allows you to write generic program. What do you mean by the word generic program? So to say it in a simple way, it allows to write a function or a class to work on more than one data type. That is, you need not write different code for different data types. Example. Okay, assume if I give you a list of student details and ask you to sort them according to their roll number and their percentage, what will you do? Since roll number is of integer type and percentage is of float type, you'll be thinking of writing two separate programs for this problem. Is there any better approach? Yes, we can use templates where we can define a generic data type for sorting, which can be later replaced by integer and float data type. So from this example itself, you can understand its use. Yes, code reusability and flexibility are its uses. Code reusability, code can be used again and again. Flexibility means the ability of the program being modified easily. So we can see its importance greatly in larger programs. And there are two types of templates. Let's see them. We can implement templates in two different ways. One is function template and the other is class template. First we'll see function templates. Function templates. To perform identical operation on two or more types of data, normally we prefer or use function overloading. But the better approach is to use function template. So because of its code reusability and flexibility. Here I have given the difference between a normal function or function overloading and function templates. So in normal function, we have to write different function to work on different data types. Whereas in function template, we need to write a single function to work with different data types at once. So now let's see how to define function templates and use it. So the general format or the syntax to define function template starts with a keyword template followed by the template parameters inside the angle bracket. There can be more than one template argument, which is then followed by the function declaration. Here this T is a template argument and class is a keyword. We can also use a keyword type name instead of class. So let us see an example to add two numbers using function template as well as function overloading, and we'll find which is a better approach. So let me demonstrate function overloading and function template in Turbo C++ environment. I'm opening Turbo C++. So first let us see how function overloading is implemented for adding two numbers of different data types. So I have already typed function overloading program. So let me open it. Here we have three different functions. First add function accept two integer value, and second add function accept two float values, and third add function accepts an integer and a float value. So we have three different functions, even though the functionality is same. Now in the main program, we get the inputs for all these three functions. First calling add function with integer value, the second calling add function with float value, and third calling add function with the integer and a float value. Now let me compile this program. Yeah, no error. Let me execute it. Okay, now it asks for two integer values. Again it asks two float values. I'm entering 2.5 and 2.5. Third, it asks for an integer and a float value. So I'm giving 2 and 4.5. So we're getting the result. Now, so instead of these three different functions, we can use function template where these three functions can be replaced by a single function. So now let's see function template for adding two numbers of different data types. I have already typed function template program. Here we know already how to define a function template. So I have an add function which is going to replace all the three function what we saw in function overloading. So here we have two template variables T and U. The main program is similar. So here three function is replaced by a single function template called add. Okay. And the main program is the very same of the function overloading main program. Now let me compile this program. And run it. So it asks for again the same output as function overloading. It asks for two integer values, then it asks for two float values. It works in the same or the similar way of function overloading. But here it avoids unnecessary repetition of code for doing same task on various data types. Okay, this is the difference. So your repetition of code is avoided. So now let's see how class template works, which is very similar to this function template. So sometimes there may be a situation where you need to implement a class that is same for all the classes, only the data types used are different. So during such situations, you can use class templates. So like function templates, you can also create class templates for generic class operations. So now let's see how to declare a class template and how to create a class template object. So to create a class template like function template, start it with a keyword template followed by an angle bracket. So inside the angle brackets, you're going to write the keyword class followed by the template variables. So next you should write the class name, class name, and you can define the member variables and member function within the parentheses. This is as usual how we write a class. Now how to create a class template object is you have to define the data type inside the angle bracket when creation. So example, you can take class name within the angle bracket. I'm writing it as a int. This means this particular class objects will work with a data type of integer. Okay, if you are going to work it with a float data type, then you have to write float within the angle bracket. Similarly for string. Let us see an example for class template. Again, let me demonstrate class template in Turbo C++ environment. Here we are going to create a class template with generic member variables and member function. I have a class called calculator with two member variables num1 and num2. A constructor with two arguments n1 and n2. I have four different functions for adding, subtracting, multiplication, and for division. So now I have a display function to display all the results. And in the main program, I have created two class template object intCal and floatCal. Now intCal calls those functions of the class with integer data type. Similarly, floatCal. Now let me compile and run the program. Now you are getting the result first for integer number 4 and 2. Second for float values 2.4 and 1.2. So this is the way how class template can be implemented. So to conclude, using template is a smarter approach. So do use it wherever necessary. Thank you.